guys, I know that this might sound weird, but it's literally 10 o'clock at night. Do we really need to have a meeting right now? Did I miss the meeting? Where'd everybody go? They said that the meeting should be starting right now. There's no way that they made me sit right here. There's no way they made me waste this much of my life. Guys, where are you at? What is this? This looks like a note. I can barely see it. Here, wait, let me go get some more light. Okay, what does this say? Dear Patrick, there is no meeting today. Yeah, this is exactly what I thought. They tricked me. They made me come over here for nothing. What else does it say? Everybody is struggling trying to think of an idea for episode 7. And we all have nothing on our minds. So I figured that because you were the one that created the Ideas Cup, you should pick the idea this time. When you get the idea, call me and I will write down the script for the episode. We will air the episode tomorrow. Call me as soon as you can, David. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the perfect writing that he ever has done in his entire life. Well, I guess I'll just pick one now. Alright, let's see. Let's get a good one. Okay, I got one. Let's see, what does it say? Different types of pets. This is the greatest idea. How did I not come up with it? How did we not all come up with this? Seriously, this is the legendary cup. We are getting more ideas. I bet that we are going to be doing so good. We probably are doing way better than Anna. Well, I guess this is going to be episode 7. Alright. Wait, hold on. First, let me make sure that there's not anything that I missed on this note. Let's see. Nothing really. Wait, what is this? P.S. I ate the last 5 chicken tenders from Chick-fil-A and accidentally drank the last of your Sprite. You have got to be kidding me! Thank you for joining us at National Geographic today. Usually I say welcome back to National Geographic, but I think it's time to switch up my lines a little bit, because I don't really get paid a lot to say this line a lot. You already know what this episode is about, so I'm not really going to get that much into it. But if you don't know, well then Brady's going to tell you. And speaking of which, here is your host, Brady. However, before we show that, can we just take a moment to acknowledge this amazing shot or angle of this sick plant? Look at this, it's not even moving at all. And you're wondering why I'm saying sick? Well, it's so sick that if you spin around and look at this and then squint your eyes, it's probably gonna make you more sick than, well, being on a car. Anyways, here's your host, Brady. Hello, nature viewers, and welcome back to National Geographic. I'm just gonna say this already because I don't want this to be in the start of every episode. So from now on, all the ideas are going to be thought of by the executive producers of this show, just like this one right now. And that's probably going to be for the rest of season 1. So I'm not going to say this was thought of by the executive producers. So yeah, you already saw that this was thought of by, actually I don't want to say their names right now. But yeah, so just thank them after you watch the end of every episode, because I don't want to keep on repeating this over anymore. But I really do appreciate that they're coming up with ideas. So, until further notice, they're all going to be thought of by executive producers. So, yeah. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about the different types of animals, and which ones you should keep as pets, and which ones you should leave in the wilderness and let them get eaten. For example, there's the insects, which don't really count as animals, but that's what I got from Wikipedia and Google. So, there's the bees that give us honey, which is good. The ants that provide landfills from happening, which is, I guess, good. The wasps that have no reason other than to exist. The spiders that turn you into superheroes. The mosquitoes that give you deadly diseases and probably make you die. And the cockroaches that give you nightmares for... And by the end of the episode, I'm going to tell you the worst and best pet that you can have. However, before so, I might as well go ahead and say a couple of things. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is, remember how in episode 4 I said that people were saying we're a ripoff of MTV Cribs? Well, now they're saying that we're a ripoff of Animal Planet. Nobody even watches that show. Like, no one even cares about Animal Planet. Like, seriously, their content is already trash. Speaking of trash, check out their old logo, and the reason why I say old is because they actually have a newer one, and it looks way better than their old one. But seriously, check it out. And if you know Animal Planet, then, well, I guess that's good. And if you don't, then that's really good, because you should just stay away with it. I don't know what it is with these haters. Like, they should know that the ripoffs they're calling us are already trash because of their content. Like, you gotta start finding even more stuff to brag about. Anyway, the second thing I wanted to talk about was I was originally going to show footage of all of this, but I actually realized that I did do that in episode 5, and that footage was actually copyrighted, or maybe it wasn't, but I don't want to do that again because I don't want to get a copyright strike, and I don't want this show to get canceled. So instead, I'm just going to be talking about them, and you can just imagine it in your head. I'm sorry, but I'm not taking another YouTube copyright strike, even though I haven't got one yet. Okay, so the first pet I want to talk about is goldfish. And even though that they're the snack that smiles back, they die the same week you get them. Maybe even the same day. Also, I'll be talking about a lot of stories about, well, pets that I've had growing up. Some of these I still have now, some of them are dead, some of these I gave away. Most of them are dead. Yeah, but goldfish are really, like, they don't even do anything at all. And, well, the reason that they die the same week is because their water or something. I have no idea why they die so quick or something. I don't really know. Like, they just say that you gotta buy all this equipment, which I'm not showing because I'm not trying to get sponsored or anything. At least, well, for now. If you guys want any sponsors, though, let me know. And I've had a lot of goldfish growing up, so, it was actually a big mistake because, well, most of them, of course, died. And whenever somebody got a new one, they just died. Like, it didn't even matter. It doesn't matter if you get them now or if you get them, like, 10 years later in the future. They're gonna die no matter what. I mean, well, every animal has to die eventually, but they're the ones that die too quickly. Now, you may be saying, why won't you get the equipment for the goldfish so that way they can live longer? Dude, it's a goldfish! Who do I look like buying everything just for a fish? Or, no, not a fish, I should say pet. A pet that doesn't even do anything, that just looks around and just spins around until, well, they eventually die. I do not recommend goldfish. Not because that they're a bad pet, but because that they die too quickly. So, like, there's no point of getting one in the first place. Next animal is guinea pigs and hamsters. The reason I'm combining these both is because they're both the same. Like, what's the difference between them? But just like goldfish, hamsters do die really quickly too. And same with guinea pigs. So, yeah. Although this time you would buy the equipment to keep them alive because you would actually care about them more than the goldfish. Now, I do have a story about this. I do remember that my family did have a hamster. However, I was like super young, so I have no idea what happened. I might have not even been born yet. But all I just know is that he died like because, well, his water was out or something. I have no idea. I was super young, so I don't even know what was going on. So that wasn't really my fault that he died. That might have been a 0 out of 10 experience about hamsters. I mean, well, I might have not even been born yet, but to my family, that was a 0 out of 10 experience. Pets that could die really quickly shouldn't even be pets. Like, it's the same thing with rabbits. I know a person that has a rabbit, like, if you take a step a little too loudly, they just, like, have a heart attack and then they die. Okay, before I talk about the best and worst pet, here's one more. Turtles. Even though that turtles are teenagers, mutants, and ninjas, they still, like, are exactly like goldfish and hamsters. Like, I don't know what it is, but, like, most of these pets that I've had growing up have died really quickly. Okay, this turtle actually lived more than a week, but, the thing was is that I have no idea who found this turtle. I think it was my parents or something, I don't even know. But I just remember having it, and I didn't really care about it because, well, it was just a turtle. Like, what are you supposed to do with it? And, well, all I just know was that 7 months later, it died. I don't even know how it died. Was it because of the water? I really do not know at all. But, oh well, yeah. I don't really have that much to add on. Like, it was just a turtle. It just sat around everywhere. So, like, what's even the point? I know these stories are really short, but that's because that this is barely all I can remember from these pets. Like, it's because that they die really quickly. And, well, some of these I weren't even around to see. And, well, if they didn't die quickly, well, they were just kind of boring. But now it's time to talk about the best pet. And I bet you all know what this is. Dogs. Like, do I even need to get into it? Everyone knows that dogs are a great pet. And if you're allergic to them, well, then I guess it kind of sucks to be you. I mean, they don't call a man's best friend for nothing. Like, if you want a pet that you can even hang out with, then that's not just your pet. That's kind of your friend. Like, yeah. I mean, I even have a dog right now, but I don't really want to show it because, well, I think it will be stubborn and walk away. And, well, I bet you already know what it looks like. So, yeah. But if you want a pet for, like, no reason, just get a dog, because they're, like, the simple one. And, well, if you're a bad trainer, well, then, I don't really know what to say. Yeah, you'll just be happy if you have a dog. So, while saying that that's the best pet, what's the worst? Well, you know what this is. Cats. Just because that they look innocent on the outside doesn't mean they are on the inside. Like, they literally, like, they just wait for, like, the right moment to strike. And when they strike, then, it feels like you just got sniped by an ape. Like, I also know a person that has cats. 2 of them. And, well, they really mess up. I mean, well, I've been there before and they didn't really mess up. But when I'm not there, they said that they have. So, I don't really know if I should believe them or not. But I'm gonna believe them because I've seen a lot of other things that cats do. And I don't really think that they're that good at all. And if they're not planning something, then they're just sitting around doing nothing at all. Like, cats are the worst pet that you can ever get. And, well, if you're allergic to those, then good. You should be allergic to cats because I think it's better if you don't have a cat. And if you have a hairless cat, I think it's better if you can get out and, if you do own a hairless cat, then you must have 50 slaves. But that's about it for the pets. I didn't really want to go any further because I didn't expect this episode to be very long, but I guess it is, so, oh well. And, if you enjoyed, then that's great. Subscribe to National Geographic Official. I don't know what else to say right now. Let me think. Well, that's kind of about it. I already know that the second I end this episode, I've realized that there's something that I should have put in. But I really don't have anything else to add. Just, if you want a pet, just get a dog and don't get a cat. Seriously, don't. And if you're allergic to pets, well then, there's no point at all. And I'd like to see Animal Planet come up with an idea. Well, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Besides that, I kind of suck at endings. So, yeah, we'll see you next time in the next episode. Bye! Well, that took a lot of time. It was very hard to write, but now it's done. So, what do you think about it, Pat? Wait, what the? He was literally right here! Where'd he go? Patrick, where'd you go? What is this? Is this a note? What does this say? Dear David, I am taking a break from National Geographic Studios, and I will be going on a vacation. I will return sometime next week. So now you guys are stuck thinking of an idea for episode 8. Love, Patrick. Well, that's just great. Now we're one person short. What else did he write? P.S. As payback, I took the rest of your 20-piece McNugget meal and the rest of your frozen Coke.